Yo, I'm your host with the most, DJ C4 704 family. How are you doing today? But hey, this ain't the kickback. This is kicking it with K. We have a different type of show for you today. We have a interview. If you can't peep, I'm wearing the People's Fraternity 5 Beta Sigma, and guess who I got today? Mind introducing yourselves for me today?
Ladies first.
Hi, I'm Monica Andrews, Ball 25 Kappa chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
Yeah. And I'm Lanier Washington, Spring 26, State of Mute chapter of Kappa Kappa Psi.
Nice to meet y'all. Just drop my tag out there. I'm Kayla Seabrook, Big Quad Tail, Fall 25 Initiative of the Alpha Epsilon Chapter 5 Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. But just for today, I want to ask y'all, what made y'all choose y'all fraternity and sorority?
I can go first, Blue.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so basically, I started band pretty late compared to a lot of people. If you don't know, Kappa Kappa Psi is a band fraternity, but I really started late, and when I started, it was hard catching up and everything. A lot of things that I did, I was late to and everything, but band really changed my life. So like before band, I didn't really have a plan. Like I kept saying I was going to go to the University of Texas, but I did not know like nothing. I didn't know nothing about scholarships. I didn't know nothing about tuition. I just kept saying I was going there. I wasn't going there. I really didn't have a plan. But because of band, it really changed me, really shaped me as a person. So I felt like I owed it dang near to band to just join and serve and just become a part of this fraternity and strive. Why you want to come?
Well, um, I didn't originally see myself joining a sorority, but the first day I stepped onto Johnson C. Smith's campus, I met my beautiful pro, Markayla, who ended up being my mentor. And I just learned more about Zeta through her and her sisters and just how they presented themselves. And it aligned with a lot of things I want to pursue in my career and how I was withhold myself as a person. And that's why I chose Zeta.
That's nice to hear. That's really nice to hear. Um, so like, what has like being becoming Greek, going through like the intake, like taught y'all both when it comes to like being part of this fraternity and sorority?
Mm, I would say leaning on, well, for me, leaning on my sisters um, and learning patience and resilience, um, especially like how my process was, definitely resilience. I've learned that I'm strong as a person, but I'm even stronger together with my sisters. So, yeah.
For me, really taught me what brotherhood really is, and I didn't mention in the beginning, but I was the honcho of my line, so it also strengthened my abilities as a leader. It taught me how to lead, but also how to follow at the same time. So you know, it was of course it was troubles and stuff like that, but it always had a better outcome and stuff like that. The reward was always presented to me and stuff like that. So it really just helped me, learn that the end goal in life is no matter all the troubles and stuff like that, the end goal is still the best thing that you can strive for. So it taught me a lot.
So when it came down to like finally being out and like we all go through like the super phase, we all like, yeah, we're excited, and but we're still learning a lot about like how to govern ourselves, how to operate. What would be like the first like piece of advice would you give yourself before like you started like, no, I'm finna go the Zeta route, I'm finna go the KK side route? Like if y'all can give yourself a little bit of information, like bit like what's the word? Bit of advice beforehand, what would y'all give each other? Give your old, well, give your past self, I might add.
You can go first.
I don't know. I felt pretty prepared, like I feel like my mentor prepared me and I did a lot of research, not on just like my sorority, but sororities or D9 in general. So I felt like I was pretty prepared. Um, but I would say just do your research and ask as many questions as possible.
For me, I would say just prepare yourself to be able to adapt to anything because it was a lot that happened, but at the end of the day, it taught me how to adapt a lot better. So I would just tell myself, just prepare yourself for anything and learn as much knowledge as possible.
And I agree with you that like the same way too. When I first started like my journey and like I was like so scared, I was not like where to go on. I'm hearing all this like these stories, all this like oh this that and third, but all around it's just like you got to expect it, like it's a process of just like you becoming a different person. That's why we always add like those extra titles like oh I'm a Sigma man or I'm a Zeta woman or y'all be saying KK Simon or y'all
We
just be
say, Simon.
Simon Simon. I'm like a superhero. Side man.
Period.
Don't fear, Simon's here.
All right.
I'm gonna get y'all a cape. I'm gonna buy y'all a cape for that one. I'm gonna buy y'all a cape.
That'll fit us because we are the common contractor of Kappa Kappa Psi. Theta Me.
Also, it's finer woman. Said Zeta woman. It's finer.
I'm sorry about that. I'm still like in my host mode. So like, I'm just trying to like, I want y'all to drive the conversation. Like y'all can't
Oh,
just.
yeah.
But
Okay.
uh, what y'all expect to do with y'all? Like y'all any upcoming events for y'all organizations? Y'all just like still just like riding out the year. Just like yeah, I got my letters now. Now I'll get back to these classes. Get back to my 9 to 5.
Nah.
Oh, please. I wish. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Well, I know for me personally and the ladies of Zeta, um, pretty soon we're gonna have a self defense events and Splash Zeta fundraiser. Um, that's pretty much gonna end our semester for events.
Not gonna lie, I can't wait for Splash to say that because
I'm sure
if
you can't wait.
because
You
we
can't wait.
nah, I got to put the camera on me right now because people at home, I'm gonna let you know this. We have like our Sigma. I think like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, it was Pi Sigma. I smelled like milk the entire day. And mind you, I had a pageant to present at. Like I had a pageant smell like milk. You know how that makes a person feels?
I didn't pie you, so I don't think you
Your
can.
soror did. Your sister did.
Okay.
Sister? Yeah, your sister pied me. It was in my nose.
I
It
don't
was
know
in
what
my
to tell
ear. It
you.
was in my beard.
I don't know what to
In
tell
my
you.
eye. I couldn't see clearly. Everything was white and murky.
Did
Okay,
she pay you money for your fundraiser?
that's not beside. That was
That
that's the
is the
point.
Nah, that
point.
is the
That's the
point.
point.
That is the point.
So I mean, smell like milk.
Yeah.
Chat, they all hate us for this, for real. But Simon, you got anything coming up?
Um.
Any band performances? Cause I know like y'all mixed with the band TBS Tom Brady singing y'all
So
sisters or organization.
yeah, we're getting everything situated. But in the coming weeks, we're gonna have our first event. I'm not gonna say what the event is yet, but we're gonna do a lot of collab events because for people that don't know, you can be Kappa Kappa Psi because we're not D9. You can be Kappa Kappa Psi and also be a part of a D9 organization. So we have a few Sigmas on our line. We have an Iota, and one is a mystery right now that we cannot tell you, but y'all will see next week. But
Hey,
Period.
yeah, so we're doing a lot of collab events. We're doing a lot of there's a lot of creative things we have in store for y'all. Like it's gonna be a lot of events that y'all never heard of and stuff like that. Like we've been brainstorming since we got online. So in the very near future, in fall we're taking over. Like fall's gonna be crazy, but
Period.
in the near future we are gonna go crazy with these events.
not gonna lie, I really can't wait for it. Not gonna lie, being like a Neo and just can't wait for like, cause like I'm like we like 2 years finished with college, like almost 2 years finished with college left, and just going traveling out because like one thing people always get on me is like everybody, all the dudes say they just want to network, but like not gonna lie, it's really the best thing, cause I expect myself to go to college, but never expect myself to join this for real. And so just being around like other like-minded men, like granted, we're not all gonna agree because like there's like stuff in the background like we all face and go through, but like it's just seeing like I can talk to somebody that's in radio. So like I can go from Bull Street, love y'all though. I can go from Bull Street to like actually like CNN, TMZ. I can actually be a part. I can actually do something I was always planning to do, and like I never knew I had that connection. But until I joined these like sororities, not sororities, fraternities, and other organizations. I was looking at Monica when I said that.
I knew he was a Zeta. I knew
Hey,
it.
hey, hey.
I knew it.
If you ain't
Fire
blue and white, it
one.
ain't right.
I
If it ain't
mean,
blue and
our
white, it ain't
colors
right.
are still blue and white at the end of the day, but HBCU chapters were blue and white and a classy touch of gold. But
I love y'all.
What's it called? Y'all can't claim y'all blue and white and have
yes,
a little
we
bit of
can.
gold.
Yes, we can.
I can zoom this camera in right now. You can see that gold. You can see
Yeah,
the
because I
gold
said
on your
what
shirt. You can see the gold on your
HBCE
shirt.
chapters, Sigma Pi.
I be seeing some PWIs with some gold on their thing. I don't know.
No, you don't.
Yes,
You better point them to me because I don't see. When I went to SED, I didn't see a single PWI with gold in anything. I just saw blue and white. And some chapters, they have their school colors. Like Winston, they have red, black, and um, they just have red and black
red and
for their
black.
KK side. It's
But
pretty hard.
a good topic about KK side. I want to derive this like conversation to you, Lanier. So, what separates KK side from other social fraternities?
Social fraternities? Like, what do you mean? Like
Like
group five swing?
D9 social
Oh,
fellowships like Group 5 Group, Swing 5 Swing.
gang, listen. What separates us is literally the bond that we have with each other. Like, and it was presented to us when we went to SED. SED is a national convention that we go to, depending on your district. So we're the Southeast District. We're composed of Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, and Georgia. So all of those schools like Alabama State, PWIs like Clemson, USC, we all come together to this one big convention and everything. And I'm not trying to discredit fellowships or D9, but you can go to a convention and stuff like that. You can go there and then you're not going to be cool with everybody. Every single person in that room had one thing in common. We were all musicians. So the bond that we had, we could all bond with each other for at least one thing. Like even if you weren't a musician, you could be a part of auxiliary and stuff like that. Even that, like that itself, like y'all are all still a part of bands. So the way we fellowship, the way that we bond and stuff like that is truly like no other. Like of course everybody's gonna have like maybe a few people they don't really rock with and stuff like that, but that's just personal stuff. But for the most part, like everybody in there showed love. Like not even for the most part, when it came to us, every single person in there showed us love. Like it was beautiful. It was truly like mind blowing.
Y'all had a crazy show. Y'all had like I'm so jealous of y'all because like it was y'all Josh is our 11th, right?
Yeah,
When he came out of nowhere rolling, I'm just like
yeah,
he got
yeah.
that. He got that. I did my little pop out. I did my little you
Yeah.
know, did my little Sigma walk. But y'all just rolled out like, hey. And plus, y'all the robot. I'm gonna give y'all wait. I don't know the sound the thing on the sound. Hold up. Let me just wait. I gotta find that like the applause. Give me a sec. Uh there you go. Y'all are wait, is it 27 or 26?
What? How many people was
No,
online?
I'm talking about like how many years
Oh,
y'all
it's been 26.
shout out to the Theta Mu chapter of Kappa Kappa Psi, National Band Fraternity Incorporated, for coming back after 27 years,
26.
26 years.
26
Well, how
years.
many on the line?
25. Well,
20,
including honoraries, actives, 14 actives, 13, not 13, um, 11 honoraries.
14 active, and 11 honorary.
Yep.
Give a clap it up for them. Go on, glaze them, keep on glazing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask some more deeper questions for y'all real quick. So, what keeps you active and not just wearing the letters?
You want to go?
I'll go since you just answered. What keeps me active and not just wearing the letters?
Yeah, like
Um, mm,
got you thinking, huh?
yeah. That's a deep question. Honestly, wow, that is a deep question. Um, I think like me going to service events with grad chapters and seeing, older sorors and how they're still doing it and they're still passionate about it and that they're still serving their community. And, my major is social work, so I'm very passionate when it comes to serving the community. So, regardless of if I had the letters or not, I would have still tried to help my community and still go to those service events. So, I think the letters is just an add-on to what I already believed in and what I already my path in my life, you know. And I would say something that like significantly like made me believe I really did choose the right sorority as, with everything that's going on with ICE and immigration, they actually, the national board posted something about it. And I was like, oh, wow, I'm very proud that I am a part of that sorority that backs what I believe. And they're not ashamed to show their support with that. So, yeah.
Anything you want to say, or niggas, I might put my little 1 2 in it.
Um, uh, to kind of piggyback off of what she said, it's really just like the letters are kind of add on. Like before I even knew what Kappa Kappa Psi was, even last year, like before he came here, I was still like serving. I was still like doing everything I could for the band. Like if Dr. Brock needed anything, I would tell her like, "Oh, you know where I'm at, Dr. Brock. Like I got you." Like if Miss Buxton needed anything to be moved, if anybody needed any equipment or anything to be moved or something like that, just going that extra mile, doing that extra step for the band was always just something I had no problem with doing. And then just me being these letters just made it even like it's just like I mean it's just cool. Like I love it. Like it's just like she said, it's an add on. It fulfills my beliefs and making this a better program and everything because the program is going nowhere but up from here. Like it's been going up, but now that Kappa Kappa Psi is back, like it's going to go even crazier. So you know, I'm just glad to be a part of this and just glad to represent this. What did you have to say, Caleb?
Me personally, because like when it comes to like time for me to think about like if I want to do it or not, and like I said, I want to do it. And I always said I want to be a mentor because like everything that led me up to this point now in my life, like me still being in college, me wanting to think about I want to make a platform for people to speak out or create what they want to create as well as become a mentor. I never really expected, I was expecting I'll become a mentor like when I'm a senior or like, when I graduate. But like, I remember one time I was talking to my homeboys. He said, like, not gonna lie, like, I look up to you. Like, I was down on my luck and I was gonna quit, but I looked up to you and you just kind of pushed me to become the greatest thing. I never expected that. Like, not gonna lie, I shed a couple of thug tears, I cried. I'm like, that's the most beautiful thing you said to me, man. But like, just knowing that like at the end of the day, like these are just like letters on my shirt. It's just deep. It like I said, it's always deeper than the music. Like I love going out and becoming that beacon that I follow to where I follow to get to the point I'm at. Like I had mentors that were Sigma. I had a lot of Sigmas in my life and not even notice until like I say, hey guys, I'm a Sigma now. I'm like, hey, what's up, frat? I'm like, I never know that. But
I feel that.
you know, just the addition of letters is cool, but like the underlining meaning and the underlining representation of like our views, our beliefs, all around, like all this just plain service is just so wonderful. And I know we short for time right now. I got two more questions, and then we can get our little final remarks. Let's do a fun real quick. What was your favorite memory since crossing? I know me and Monica, we have a lot because we came out in the fall. You just came out like Saturday? Saturday, yeah. You came out
Yeah,
Saturday, but
fresh out.
Fresh.
can I ask y'all what's y'all favorite movie? Not favorite movie. Favorite moment ever since crossing. Let's go with Sideman real quick because he got you gotta have at least one at this point.
Right,
Wrong camera. At least one.
it's already been a lot. My favorite probably dang, it's a lot. I can't. I have like probably a 1A and 1B. My 1A is probably when we were at the probate, and I was doing my pop out, and when I went out, like I couldn't hear anything. I just heard just like scream. I couldn't even hear I was screaming in the mic. I could not hear myself scream, and I was just like looking around because my mom like she said that she was gonna be there, but I didn't really think if she could make it and stuff like that because like it's just a lot of stuff like with her. And then I just looked around, and I saw her. And then when I said my name, I remember just looking at her the whole time. That was a real special moment for me. Just actually being to see. I haven't seen her in like a long, long time because of a lot of stuff that happened at home. But just being able to see her and she's there for like the biggest moment of my life. That and then I don't know. It's been so much already. Like we just came out. Like it's already been a lot. But just probably bonding with all of my LBs and my LSs from A to Omicron. The four that came out with us and my other 13 line brothers, like we all just been just so inclusive with everything. Like the day that we came out, that same night, we immediately just were at work. We were just, it's time to clean up, time to serve the band, time to this and the third. That next morning we did that same thing, exact thing. We served the band, like cleaned up, got everything situated. It's just beautiful that we were able to start this early without no problems, nobody complaining, nobody being late, nobody's like everybody was just happy to serve. So that was those are probably my top two favorite moments so far.
Monica.
Hmm. Okay, I have a few favorite moments. I would say, uh, my pop out. Mine was a little different. Uh, 'cause I had some medical issues. But when they said tell club,
Oh shit.
Tell class. Give
no, I was
me.
like, it's my turn. It's my turn.
Oh, let me just add
Um,
this real quick. Me and Monica are both tail. We both quad.
tell,
Give it up. Give me a round of
tell.
applause for that. Glazers, glaze the tails. Tail Club is the best club, respectfully.
Whoa,
Tail Club is the best club.
whoa, Deuce used to do it
Yes.
better,
They're
but
quads.
Paws are all right.
Quad. Man,
It's okay.
we the
It's
Quad,
best of both
okay. You're not
worlds.
it. It's
Deuce
okay.
is the
What's
best.
it called?
There'll be no quad without a Deuce.
What's it called? We type it out. We say QU4D and then we do T4IF. Man, we got versatility. We
There'll
got
be no there will
versatility.
be no there will be no quad without a Deuce.
Whatever.
It's
But
okay. It's okay. I love my deuce too. So love Kimmy.
my favorite moment is like the first day. Nobody talks about the first day out for real, for real. Cause the first day out, we all went to the plots, and like that's the first time I really like we got
Yeah, we
got
met each
like
other
we
for
actually met
real.
each other. Like we was at the reception, but we was all like our own like little standoffish. We was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we was like yes, we did it. Let's get this food and let's get out.
Yeah, I wanted
But
to sleep.
not gonna lie, me too. My body was, I was out of it. I had to walk back to my room. I'm like,
Same.
but like just seeing everybody, seeing all the blue and white on the yard. Imagine we was all matching too. So like, imagine it was like hot. It was like it was nippy. So like we was fine. But just seeing all the blue and white, we was all like holding out our signs. We blew five. We all signal walk, and we just it was like wow, like we really came a long way. Um, I know I we said two questions. I was like question one, but I got like two more questions.
Go ahead.
Um, so when it comes to Greek life, and this is always going to be everybody's going to be seeing this, like so upcoming freshmen or people that's coming to college. What stereotypes do y'all want to debunk now, as well as like what's some like funny little stereotypes like y'all like kind of experienced during our process? Because one I say the one good stereotype about Sigmas is like we're cool people, like we're the people turn like you can easily walk up to them and it's like, hey, what's up, y'all? Like, we gonna dap you up. We ain't gonna bite you. I ain't sure about KK, no wrong with ranking KK side right there, but like, we ain't gonna bite.
What?
We ain't gonna bite. But
We
like,
are far from biting. We just came out.
man, y'all gonna bite. But what's the good I'm stutter like a mug right
It's
there.
okay
What's
because we'll
some
start.
Cause he just told a lie. That's why he's stuttering.
I ain't
KK
never
Side don't bite. We love everyone.
off the record, the Men of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated are a non-lying fraternity. But
He just
what's
lied,
some
y'all.
we're not lying. But what are some good what's like a true funny stereotype about your organization, but what's like a bad like a bad stigma that y'all have that y'all want to debunk right now? It doesn't go to organization per se. Like if it's Greek life, you can just say Greek life.
I'm gonna say both. Cause my God. Oh, you want
Oh,
me to?
oh,
Oh,
oh. I would say that all girls that are in sororities have bad attitudes, which is a lie. You know, I'm a very friendly person, very loving person. Uh, don't even. And I don't know, like I know lots of my friends are in sororities and I'm friends with a lot of girls in different sororities and I love them down. Like there's no beef for me for other sororities. So I feel like it's just person to person, personality to personality. Just because someone's in a sorority doesn't mean that they're uppity or bougie or have attitude, and vice versa with men that are in fraternities, you know. So yeah.
Um, I would like to say on behalf of Kappa Kappa Psi National Art Band, Honorary Band Fraternity Incorporated, you do not have to be in a marching band to be a part of Kappa Kappa Psi. That is a very stupid stereotype that I hate. Like, oh my goodness, I had this conversation with somebody that's interested in my organization yesterday, and I was like, "Gang, you literally do not have to be in marching band to be a part of Kappa Kappa Psi. You have to be a part of band, yes, but marching band is not all of band. Like, you can be a part of concert band and jazz band, and you can still be Kappa Kappa Psi. But another thing is, don't stereotype every fraternity, um, with what you see on TikTok or Instagram or stuff like that. The Qs are not all just ready to have just to be crazy about you and stuff like that. You know
That part.
that stereotype. The Noops are not all just pretty boys that are like just this that, and the third. The AKAs are not all stuck up.
That part.
Like is these stereotypes that we see on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, like all these social media platforms, they're not as true as you think. Like as somebody that's finally like on that other side, I'm not on the D9 side, but I'm still Greek. I see this like every day. These people are still approachable. They're still cool. Yes, they're gonna rep their organization, but that doesn't mean you can't go up to them and still talk to them. Now, granted, there might be a few of them that did change a little bit. That's always going to happen. But for the most part, like if everybody saw the way I acted before I crossed Kappa Kappa Psi and after, I act exactly the same. I just have letters on now. Like that's it, and I know a lot of information about my organization. Like I'm in an organization. Like that's literally it. But other than that, I'm still the same Lanier Washington that I am. I'm just a little upgraded. That's it. I'm a little upgraded. That's what's going to happen when you join a fraternity or sorority. They're not going to change as a person, but they're going to upgrade. They're not going to just disregard you and your feelings and stuff like that and just be like, I got to put my LBs and LSs and pros and everybody above you. No. They're still going to treat you like a human. I still have friends that are GDIs and stuff like that, and they won't probably cross anything in life. I'm never going to treat them no different than I treat anybody else. Because at the end of the day, they were my friend before, and they're my friend now. So don't be afraid to talk to Greek people. Another thing, if you're also interested, do not make it do not make it obvious
Yeah.
that you are interested. Because there is some people, Caleb, that
Whoa,
made it
whoa, whoa,
very
whoa. We ain't gonna sneak this me on my show.
Whoa.
We ain't gonna sneak this me
that
on
made
my
it
show.
very obvious that they were trying to join the organization. It was very hilarious, and I
Oh,
always talk
Never
about
made it
this story.
obvious.
I always talk about this story. Yes, he did. We
You
were in the
peeping?
cafeteria.
No, don't tell the story.
No,
Don't tell the story on live. Do not tell the story on
we
live.
were
That's
in
a off camera conversation.
because you made it so obvious that you wanted to be a Sigma. I was like, what do you have anything to talk about him? Like, see, I had nothing to talk about. You just made it
You
so
don't know. I
obvious.
could be asking for like a recipe or something like
a
that.
Nah,
recipe is
nah. But
crazy.
yeah, don't be afraid of no fraternity or sorority person. I was talking to Caleb before he became a part of Phi Beta Sigma. I knew Monica. I didn't talk to her for real before she joined the sorority, but I still would go up to Monica and say something like, and even when she joined, I still say something like, it doesn't change a person. Yeah, like you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yep.
And this the last question before we close out. And like once again, y'all cannot bring up yourselves, so you can't answer with Zeta, you can't answer with Kappa Kappa Psi.
Oh man.
What org on our yard currently is the best strollers?
Uh, I would say deltas. I love the deltas. Love the reds. Um, that's sorority wise. Fraternity wise, um,
There's only one answer. There's only one answer.
I I love you, Caleb. You know I love you.
And then you gonna say something trifling,
You
aren't
know
you?
I love you. But I love my alphas. So yeah.
All right, show's up in a second.
Ew.
What's it called? Leah got a chance to save this. All right.
And you say
What
I can't say KK's out.
you can't say? Don't say TBS either because that's the same thing.
I mean, you try to get her to say Phi
Okay,
Beta Sigma though.
okay. You
Okay,
can say
I'll give you my
TBS.
top three for both. I'll give you my top three.
No, just one for sorority, one for
All right,
fraternities.
bet. Well, sororities. Um, it's kind of a tie in my opinion between poodles and tall beta sigma.
Okay, I
Um,
agree. I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
yeah. So fraternity, this is where Dookie hits the fan. Um, so fraternities, and I can't say Kappa Kappa Psi sadly. Honestly, I have to agree with Monica. It's the alphas. Like they so groovy with the stuff they do. I enjoy looking at them stroll. Um, I got Iotas as like a second too. They're a very close second, and then probably Q's as a third. Sigmas y'all cool, but y'all just I don't know. Y'all I get a little bored sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
All I gotta
Nukes at
say,
the bottom of the barrel.
all I gotta say is this: Who won the last couple of years of step shows and yard shows? Answer me that.
We
Answer me that.
That's cute,
and
but
we love that.
yeah, that's a step show.
That.
In the yard show, that's strolling. That's
But
strolling
we're
right there.
talking about like if you out and
Yeah, like bro, if I'm at a
who are
party,
you gonna
I'm
go
not going.
see?
If I hear blue and then I hear a whistle and 20 like 20 monkeys just in line going crazy, like I'm gonna look
Monkeys
at
is
the monkeys.
crazy. Monkeys is
I'm gonna
crazy.
look at the monkeys. I love the monkeys. They cool, man.
Yeah, shows
Yeah,
up.
Some cool
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
no,
y'all just don't know ball like that.
It's a
But
who's yours?
yeah.
okay, sorority wise,
And don't lie.
all right, sorority wise, D9, I will have to say deltas.
Okay.
Outside of D9, so like the Fab Four, I would say Top of the Sigma is
Probably
Yeah,
Sigma
they
going
do be
crazy.
eating.
they do be like not gonna lie, I'll be happy when I see I put my sign up on at the parties like I'm with 1946.
Yeah,
Most
okay.
definitely. I'm most definitely with
I'm
1946.
with the Ross.
Fraternity wise, I know I can't say Sigma because I'll be cheating.
Yeah, it would be.
I will okay.
Just say Kappa
If
Kappa
I
Psi.
was
Just say Kappa Kappa Psi.
okay, I'll give it to A5A and KK side. I will give it to y'all. I'm gonna give it
We
to
go.
both of y'all.
We go.
I'm
And
glad we all agree.
once we get all these strolls out, I ain't gonna lie, everybody gonna be wanting to throw caves. Everybody gonna want to throw caves, bro. I'm telling you.
Mm, I don't know about that.
Only fraternity that matters that's the best stroller is Phi Beta Sigma. You know,
Uh,
we the first one to stroll with canes. We
that's
are
cute.
versatile with our style.
Y'all were the first, but not the best.
Oh,
All right, so this is the end of the show now. So we have what's it called? Once again, we have the wonderful and the mystical Monica, and we have what you call it, and this dude right here.
Okay. Thank you, Monica. Thank
Once
you.
again, I'm DJ C4, aka K. Once again, follow me on Instagram at C4E LIB. You know my name spelled a little bit weirdly. Once again, check me out more on Drop on Bull's Tree, but also tune in me on my radio show. Hey, DJ C4, Bull Radio. But guess what? This has been the Kicking It with K. Have a good rest of your day.